Hi, this is Mark at videogamemuseum.com. I want to show you how to do a pretty simple video game repair. If you find an old Pokemon game or other sort of Nintendo game that needs a battery replaced, this is pretty common that these will go bad in Game Boy Color cartridges, since just like the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo Genesis, they used a battery to save the game rather than a flash memory like we have nowadays. It was either that or input a code each time. So what we have here is a new battery, a security bit for opening the game, and of course the game. You also need a little bit of electrical tape and a small screwdriver, and I'll show you why that is in a minute. So first thing first, we're going to flip over the game. Always do this, any sort of repair at your own risk, and just be careful. You can put this security bit that you can get in our online store into a handle for a screwdriver, or since these aren't in very tight, I like to just use my fingers to hold it. It's of course a unique hex bit. I'll show you real quick. That matches the security bit. They use the same stuff on everything from N64 to Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. So once that screw is out, we're going to flip over the game. So the way that this cartridge goes together is actually through a sliding mechanism. You can see we slide back the top cover, set her back down, and then can just lift off the lid there. So inside you can see there's the original battery. This one is of course dead. It's soldered to the board here, and is welded to an actual pen system here that mounts it to the board. Naturally, ideally, you'd want to desolder this and be able to solder it back in place, but that also means there are more things that can go wrong. And if you're not confident soldering, I have a lot easier method here. So we're going to take our new battery and put it in place. The first trick is to take just a flat screwdriver or something along those lines. This is just from a watch repair kit, and to pop loose the existing battery. The challenge here is to just make sure that you don't hurt anything in the process. When you're putting torque on anything, you just have to be careful and do this at your own risk, of course. So you can see we're going to try to break these weld points on the battery. The idea is to leave all this attached to the board here so that we can continue to use this metal bracket. So I broke free one of the weld points, and the second one, you can see that just popped free with a little force. Okay, the same thing goes underneath the battery from this direction, so I'm actually going to just slide the screwdriver underneath, trying to just keep it between the bracket and the battery, and use a little bit of pressure here to make sure that we're popping these free. You can hear the third one go, and hopefully soon one more. There we go. Alright, so, almost. So of note, of course, is that this is the negative side of the battery up. Positive side goes down. You can see a little positive symbol right there. The battery, of course, says on it what it is, 2025. We do sell these in our store as well, but you can also see on the, you can get them in a lot of different places. You can also see on the board which type of battery it requires. Just make note that different games sometimes ask for a different battery. You can see those brackets. We're just going to slide a new battery back into place there. Before we do so, we're going to just cut about 2 inches or 1.5 inches of electrical tape, just from a normal roll. And I'm going to actually slide it underneath here. So this is going to go underneath that bottom bracket. So you can see it just slides in underneath there. Alright, so I'm going to take that new battery, of course, open it up. You can recycle your old batteries. Alright, so here's this new battery that I'm opening up. Alright. Alright, remember plus side down, so plus is the side that has the plus sign on it. We're going to slide that in between here. We already have electrical tape in place. And just going to make sure that this goes between these two brackets. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to push down the top bracket and make sure that everything just feels snug. You're going to have some bends that you might want to work out of there. Probably bent it a little bit from the removal. Pull over the electrical tape as tightly as possible so that you have nice snug contact, and push it down. And then take the next piece of electrical tape and pull it as tightly over the battery as possible. Alright, you'll feel this nice, hopefully nice and snug. I'm going to actually lift the entire board out. Alright, and make sure that I work this electrical tape around the battery. You can trim extra electrical tape or try and work it under without scratching anything. Be careful underneath with the with your screwdriver. Okay, so there you have it. That's essentially what you want, is just the battery taped into place with a bit of electrical tape. Nothing too fancy there, but it works. And as long as you're doing this for yourself or are fine with that method, I think you'll be perfectly happy. So as you can see, I just slid that back together. I'm dropping back in the screw, taking that security bit, twisting it back into place, and there you have it. That's of course, a Pokemon Gold cartridge with a fresh battery, so now the game save feature will work again. If you'd like to check out our other repair and video game cleaning tips, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. As always, check out videogamemuseum.com for great parts, supplies, and tips. If you have any questions, please let us know as well. We're more than happy to help you out, and hope you have a wonderful day. Happy retro gaming.